Hello, my lovely people. You're welcome again to my YouTube channel. Compliments of the season. I hope you're all doing great. If you have made it up until this day in this 2020, there's every reason for you to appreciate this faithful God. 2020 was not a smooth one at all. But God saw us through it all. He is indeed a faithful God. There's every reason to be thankful, at least for the gift of life and good health. You're welcome to my channel. If today is your first time of seeing my face, you're welcome once again. Just go over to the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. It will surely notify you each time a new video pops up from my channel. To my old and always returning, always faithful subscribers, you guys have been so supportive. I appreciate you and I pray that we'll do more in 2021. So in today's video, we are going to be looking at an important topic. We are coming to the end of the year, just few days to go. We are going to be looking at this topic, goals versus resolution. So which one are you for? Are you for making New Year resolutions or are you for setting goals? So let's watch out and see what the new year will hold for us. Let's go. Growing up, we used to make a lot of New Year resolution. I don't know if some of you can relate. Let me know in the comment section. You will write, in fact, most of us will bring out a book. You will write them in your diary and it will be a very long list. Even your parents will ask you, what is your New Year resolution? Your aunties, your uncles, even at school, your teachers will be asking. And sometimes they even ask you to write an essay on the New Year resolutions you have made. And then we'll go on and write, I will do this, I will do this, I will do this, I won't do this anymore, I won't do this. And at the end of the year, you notice that not even at the end of the year, by February or March, in fact, you have stopped those things and you keep asking yourself, what is happening? And then you feel bad that you did not achieve anything. That's all about making New Year resolutions. But I want to encourage us, you can channel that particular energy in another form, setting goals and milestones for yourself. They will be achievable and they will make you happier. There was a post that I loved so much. I used it as my status. It said, in the coming year, you have to sit down. Look for a stool and sit down. In fact, you don't need to stand. If you stand, you'll be in a hurry. You need to get a stool, sit down, and select your friends like beans. Not only your friends, your lifestyle, everything you need to achieve, select them like beans. Otherwise, you will keep chewing stone in the coming year. This to show us that we are holding the new year in our hands the way we want it to be. Do yours, select what you want, and then back it up with prayers, because it is only God that has the final say. One thing we need to understand before looking at goals or resolution is that there is really nothing between an old year and a new year. Basically, it's just after that 12 midnight, the next moment hits the beginning of a new year. So if you're thinking that something new will appear on that new year, you're wasting your time. It's still the same old you, but it is only you that can decide to make it a new one with what you have set to achieve. There has to be a conscious effort. If you just leave it at that, you find out that it is still the same thing. There is really nothing new. So it is left for you to make a conscious effort in order to do what you want to do. So in this video, I would like to share with us some of the tips I used, and it really worked for me, despite the fact that 2020 was not so smooth, but at least most of the goals were achievable. Now you ask yourself, am I to really make resolutions and write long lists, or am I to set goals in different areas? What do I do? Number one, you ask yourself, have I really been doing well? Kind of an evaluation. What do I really need to change? What do I need to start doing better? When you evaluate yourself, be very sincere in evaluating yourself. Give yourself score. Then whatever you have done, you now make up your mind to do better. Don't feel bad. If you have set out to achieve something this year and you don't achieve it, there's always time to achieve even greater things than you thought you could. So what do? After evaluating yourself, then you sit down and look at various areas you didn't do well. Now, I want to encourage us in this video, rather than make a general resolution, you can break them into different areas. You can start with finances. You say, in this year, I want to set goals for my finances. I want to save so and so amount. I want to begin to do this kind of business. I want to be more prudent in spending. Just, you know yourself. Set goals that are achievable for yourself in terms of finance. When you're done with your finance, you move to the other area. You can say, okay, relationship. In my relationship as a single person, how have I been faring? In my relationship as a married woman, as a married man, how have I been faring? Have I really been faithful to my calling? And you say to yourself, in this year or between this time and this time, I want to be more faithful to my calling as a partner. I want to do things better. I want to be a better mom. I want to be a better wife. I want to be a better partner. I want to relate with my family more. Maybe you're living in diaspora, or even if you're living in Nigeria, maybe you have not been relating well with your family. You say, this year I want to reach out to my families more. I want to be closer. I don't want to be that kind of person that I'm not supportive to my parents. Then when they die, I want to spend the whole money. So you set goals in terms of different areas you have mapped out. You say, okay, so that at the end of the year, you will assess yourself based on those goals you have set. You may not even need to wait till the end of the year. You can assess yourself periodically. After some time, you say to yourself, I've set goals about reaching out more to my family, about being more faithful to my duties as a wife, as a mom. Am I really doing it well? Do I really need to improve? You know, when you set such goals, intermittently, you check up on the goals rather than wait till the end of the year and feel very bad that you did not succeed. You can look at other areas you want to set goals for yourself. Spiritually, you can say, okay, how did I fare in the previous year? How was my relationship with God? It's not all about going to church. Of course, you and I know that if we were to be judged based on going to church, then 2020 is out of the question, because most times this year we worshiped at home. So it's not a matter of going to church, it's the relationship you have with God. So you can say to yourself, I want to get closer to God. I want to really make this relationship personal. I want to do better in reading my Bible, reading the Word of God, not depending on man. You can set such goals, and from time to time, you appraise yourself. You look at the areas you have been doing well. You can even try to improve. Rather than set goals and say, okay, I'll read one chapter of the Bible every day, and you find out that in March, you're already dropping it and you feel bad, you feel discouraged to continue. No. When you set goals, from time to time, evaluate yourself and say, okay, in this area, am I doing well? Do I need to improve? Am I really living up to my expectation? It will really help us. You can also set goals concerning your health. You can say, okay, in the previous year, I've been sick. I don't think I've been living a healthy lifestyle, maybe with the way I exercise, the way I eat, and all that. You can say to yourself, okay, I want to start living this kind of lifestyle. I want to be eating healthy. I want to be having daily exercise or weekly exercise. I want to improve on this because there are so many health issues these days, especially as one is getting older. A lot of things are coming up. So you can help yourself and set goals. So if at any point in time you're not meeting up, you can stand up again. We are human beings and we are bound to fail. Sometimes you may be willing, but honestly, the body is really weak to continue. So don't feel discouraged. Even if you fail maybe to do it in a particular month, the next month you can pick up your pieces and continue. You don't need to be discouraged. What I'm trying to encourage us is not to wait till the end of the year to appraise yourself. Honestly, you will feel very bad that you didn't achieve anything. Now, another area I want us to look at in setting goals rather than resolutions is that if you set goals in different areas, if one area doesn't really work out 100%, you can make up from other areas. Let's assume you set goals or milestones for yourself in 7 different areas and you did well in 4. If you didn't do well in the other three, you can always make up. But if you have a general resolution, you will just conclude that you are not doing well, that you have failed, and you will feel so bad with yourself. You won't even be motivated to continue. Let's look at another area you can set goals for yourself. Concerning your social life. Yes, very important. You can set goals based on your social life. Many of us are not social. You're always withdrawn, always indoors. I'm not saying that staying indoors is bad. You can stay indoors and still socialize. But most times it's always good to go out. You can eat out, have some fun, attend people's functions if necessary. If people invite you for their weddings, child dedication, you can attend functions. It's also good for our mental health. It will help us to live better lives. Evaluate yourself and say to yourself, I've not been honoring people's invitation. I think I need to do better. Now, it could also be the other way around. You could say to yourself, in this past year, I've been attending too many functions. Anywhere there's something, I must be there. You can say to yourself, I think it's time for me to limit it. It's time for me to curtail it and know when to attend and when not to attend. So it depends on what you have done and what you want to achieve. You can also set goals in terms of responsibilities. If in the previous years you've carried responsibilities that are bigger than you, you're always sending family money and you displease yourself, you're always doing things to please other people, you're never pleased with yourself, a lot of responsibilities weighing down. I'm telling you this moment, problems can never get finished. In fact, the more you solve them, the more problems you have. So as you solve one problem, there's another problem waiting. So you have to watch it on your responsibilities. Know exactly the necessary things you need to achieve. Problems can never get finished. Even if you devote millions and millions of dollars to attending to other people's responsibilities, it's not still going to be enough. So know what you want to achieve. Have a target. It could be that an emergency can come up. That one is apart. But try to set goals for yourself in terms of your responsibility. For today's topic, I hope you found it interesting. Let me know in the comment section, or if you want to still keep it personal, feel free to do so. Are you still for goals, milestones, or are you for making New Year resolutions? Which one do you think will be more achievable? Which one do you think will make you happier at the end of the day? I want to thank you so much for staying with me today. Don't forget to hit the like button. Share this video. It will really help someone out there, because this is the right time to share this video. Please share the video, your family, your friends, your loved ones. I'll really appreciate. Until I come your way next time, stay safe, stay positive, and I believe that all our goals will be achieved. Ciao, ciao.